Oh, there you are. Good morning. I was having some connectivity issues, so I haven't set up my mat yet. Let's see. There we go. So, how's everybody this bright and beautiful morning? Hope all is well. Get the turtle dove up there on the wire. He's up on the post. I don't know if you can see him or hear him. I don't know what it edits out and what it doesn't. So, hopefully everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. Sunday. It's Sunday. I am going to a committee meeting for PCR, Pagan Community Retreat today. It's a campout we do once a year. And we have a committee that meets every month to make sure everything gets together and gets done. So I'm looking forward to that today and seeing some friends. Um, yeah, let me get these glasses off of here and let's go ahead and get started. I am loving what this is doing for my balance. I don't know if you saw that. All right, so good morning, everyone. I hope that it is a good day for you, whether you're watching this now, live, or on a restream. Can't quite see the top of my head. There we go. All right, so good morning again. It is inhale. Roll your shoulder up. So coming back to getting into the workout routine every day is always good. We have the rain coming in tomorrow, which is good because we normally don't stream on Mondays. So that's my day off. So so maybe it's a good thing this week if we can get all days in. Let's warm up our neck while we're talking. Thinking about the element of fire today. Your shoulder. We know that fire represents the south. We often hear the term passion associated with fire. To me, fire is the drive, it's the will, it's the making something happen. It is taking all the elements. If we take our elements that we've studied so far during our workout, earth, air, water, they each have something that they really, really, really bring to the equation. And together they create a balance. And fire is the direction of south, yes. It is also that energy. And I see energy in everything. Okay. That's a little gentle warm up. Let me just do ground and center real quick. So let's connect to that fire of the earth with our roots this morning. So inhale, exhale, bringing in my posture, hips under me, stomach tight, shoulders back and down, aligning the spine, allowing the roots to come out of the bottoms of my feet, going deep, deep, deep down into Mother Earth, way down there. Feeling my roots out of the bottom of the feet and the base of my spine as they go down to the beautiful red hot plasticky rock at the mantle and into the center of the earth where they find the beautiful golden white core. And as they reach this core, they eagerly, effortlessly wrap themselves around it and draw up all that energy. And as it comes up in through the bottoms of our feet, it fills us, reaching up. Remember, my roots are not just one straight line down. They are reaching way out, going way down, lots of strength. and stability here. Bringing that energy up, feeling the warmth of fire as it fills my body, all the way up to the top, where I meet the sky. That's right, we do our arms open like branches. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Good. Now just as the sun is getting ready to peek over the gazebo, I don't know if you can see it, just barely hitting me here. See the fire of the sun connecting to that solar energy that flows constantly over the earth, not just in the form of the light that we see, but in the solar waves that hit our planet, affecting life on this earth. And inhale and exhale, relaxing our arms down, feeling the element of fire all around us. It is a good fire. It is a fire that cleanses. It is a fire that empowers. It is a fire that brings energy and strength, energy to the strength that Earth gave us. Now breathe, inhale. Think about all the things we did earlier this morning. Allowing that fire to flow through me, around me. And inhale. The light of the sun, erasing any negativity in the air around me, completely cleansing this entire space. Exhale. Inhale again, think of all the things we have to do later on today. Greeting it, welcoming it, knowing that I will have my attention on it later and setting that aside. And now one more nice deep breath. Inhale. Inhaling with these roots deeply planted, bringing that energy up into my body and preparing myself just for my workout today. And exhale. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. You're ready to start our workout. I hope you feel energized. You may leave your roots planted. You may draw them back up inside of you. Do what you feel is best for you today. All right. So we were on just a gentle warm up of the neck because I couldn't even move. Okay, good. Now the side to side. Feel that energy flowing through us today. Fire is what we use to get our work done. Fire is how we transform things. It's transformative. So if you're crafting something, if you're baking something, anything that you're doing that requires any of these things, it is what? It's your passion. It's that drive. It's that fire. I used to envision, I'm doing my shoulders last always, going backwards, not shoulders last, shoulders backwards last. There we go. Reaching forward with the arms, just a gentle stretch. So, for me, when I try to imagine fire around me, I live in Southern California. I don't want to create an imaginary fire that's going to set blaze to everything. So I see the electrical wires around me as being an element of fire, and that energy of fire traveling through it. If we use a tea light candle that is an electric tea light candle, there's a little tiny fire in there that creates and generates that light. It comes from the electricity. So I see electricity as part of the element of fire. That's it. Stretch those arms. Good. Inhale again. Pull that one shoulder up. Reach your hand to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And down. Releasing the back. We're simply going to pipe forward. Hands back behind us. Bending at the hip, pushing our hips out behind us. Keeping our chest pointing towards the floor. Good. And then gently roll down. Allowing that spine to bend over. Reaching towards the floor. Knees are slightly bent. And roll up. Releasing that back. Good. All right, let's see. Your shoulders, let's do hands. I'm going to start with this one today. We're working on loosening that wrist. Good. And the other side. So seeing that warmth of fire really through me right now. Cleansing, clearing, healing. I feel that fire heals me through pushing away all negativity. Sorry, interlock the fingers to the down. Bring it back behind you. This is part of this we're going to do today. Good. And releasing the fingers, pulling the fingers back, pushing the elbow straight. You can see my elbow straight, nice and straight over there. Pushing that palm forward. Same thing other side. This one's new, so I'll explain it. Palm out, grab your fingers, pulling back, locking the elbow. Oh, that's interesting. Get the feel of the fingers. There we go. Getting the position as straight as I can. Good. Then releasing that, circles, always circles. And then just another gentle push down, like so, and circle again. Ah, snap, crack, pop. Fingers, working those fingers. Very important exercise, whether you play piano or do martial arts. Practicing that proper fist, locking it down, keeping those fingers working well. Good. Wiggle, wiggle. I shake lightly. I am not shaking hard. That's only because I felt the blood leaving my hands. So I'm going to do this. There we go. Bring that warmth back into the fingers. All right, hands on the hips. Rotating the hip around in a circle. We're kind of repeating that top down that we did yesterday. Good. I'm wearing my outside shirt, so when the sun comes up, it's also cold. But not as cold as maybe the jacket this morning. That's good. And now going the other direction. Isn't spring wonderful? So far this spring we've had snow and rain and sleet and hail. And today we have sunshine and flowers and birds everywhere. Good. Feet together. Hands on the knees. Rotating. Good. Other direction. Feeling the stretch. Really paying attention to what I feel in my body as I work the muscles. And I loosen everything up. This is really a loosening exercise. Flexing, pointing. Good. And rotating the ankle. I feel something in that knee this morning. Other direction. It started yesterday. So flexing with the toes, pointing, flexing, pointing, picking up the foot, circling. Good. Other direction. There you go. Shake it out. You know what I like to do here is the knees up, gently. I'm making sure that I'm pulling in my stomach still. I'm aligning that spine, watching those shoulders. Well, it's a good posture here. I think good posture is something I really learned from martial arts class. That it can make such a difference, keeping our bodies moving. Good. Now straightening out the leg, lifting gently, starting low and slow. Good. Allowing it to come up as high as it can comfortably without overextending. That means the knee that I'm standing on, the leg that I'm standing on, the knee is slightly bent. Good. And straight out to the side, knife edge down. Good. Woohoo! Come on, balance. There we go. I'm not trying to go faster, I'm just compensating for my balance. Alright, warmed up. Kicks. Heel. Reaching back. Again, stomach tight, hips under you, shoulders back. Holding that balance. Good. Okay. And our stance. Working on horse stance again this morning. Driving those roots down when you get in your horse stance back down to the fires of the earth. That's a connectivity, strengthening our stance, making it harder for someone to move us. Was one of the reasons why we planted roots in martial arts. We also grip the floor with our toes and imagine we were very strong trees. And while I talk, I am working these muscles. So that's where we should feel it right now, feeling that stance. Shift to 45 degrees into forward stance. I have a short forward stance this morning. Like I said, notice a little knee issue, so I'm going to go slow to start. You can push at the hip. To remind you to push your hips forward here. Again, belly button's at 45, toes are at 45. Working that 45 degree forward stance. It is a forward stance. It's just I'm going that direction right now. Okay? I would be moving forward that way if I was practicing my stance that way. Back to horse. Sitting down, good. Toes to 45. That's it. Pushing it out. Holding that position. Breathe. Good. Feel that stretch down the back of the leg. Make sure those feet are exactly at 45. Belly button straight ahead. You don't want to drift like this. Whew. Make it stay there. Good. Now back to center. Again, finding that center. Sitting down like you're sitting on a horse. Hips under you, stomach tight, shoulders back. Good. Now, from here, we're going to pike forward. Let the hips go backwards. Move into that flat table stance. Again, that table on your back. Back like a table. Squat down. Notice I never go more than 90 degrees here. Hands here to the feet, stretching, pushing out on my legs and my elbows. Breathe. Hands on the floor, straighten out the legs. I can leave a slight bend in my legs if I'm working on my back issues. Crossing the arms and just relaxing and hanging down. Roll up. Break the stance by gently bringing the foot in a little bit, bring the foot in a little bit, and then to a standing position. Good. All right. Let's ease ourselves to the floor, shall we? You know, floor work is good for many reasons. One, if you are someone who has mobility issues and doing the standing stuff is difficult, remember to just work those areas as best as you can. If you are on the floor and you have mobility issues, remember to be mindful of your balance and what works for you. I have worked through many injuries over the years that have taught me just how uncomfortable it can be, especially when now they have this sling that you can put your leg in and move around with. You know, it's like a wheel, goes on a wheel. But I remember when I was literally foot propped up for 6 weeks, not allowed to really move because of a foot injury. And that wasn't good. I learned to do a lot of things sitting down and not impacting my foot. So whether you're sitting or standing, laying down flat, move this body every single day. And flex, reaching for the toes. I don't know if you all remember something on the internet quite a few years ago. Story of a man who I think came home from war, a soldier who came home from the Gulf War injured. And he couldn't push on the other side. He couldn't barely do anything. He had a young son, and he was very concerned. So he started getting up every morning and just doing light exercises like this, flexing, pointing, stretching. And I think it was really more of a yoga thing. And yoga is a wonderful exercise, by the way. I oftentimes will do sun salutation. Before I started this, I haven't done any sun salutation. That's interesting. All right. Bringing the bottoms of the feet together, rolling down. Anyway, he got up every day. His passion, his drive. That's what brought that story to mind. And he kept going. He fell down. He fell down in front of his son. That was awkward for him. Didn't want his son seeing his father as weak. He couldn't walk. He had a cane. And the video goes through the processes of him getting back to the point, coming back up, relaxing the hands on the legs for stretching. And he got to the point where he could actually walk without the cane. And the close of the video was him showing him running. And that reminded me that one of the things that we often do is say rest for healing. Yes, rest for healing. Sleep well. Loving that 9,040 hertz or whatever it is I'm listening to every night. Puts me right out. Okay. Crossing the legs. Rotating the foot. And so get your sleep, but also get up, get moving. Okay, I had a parent who was in, I don't know why I'm talking about this today, maybe someone on the stream can explain it to me later, but I had a parent who had MS, and she eventually ended up wheelchair bound. And I remember, I forgot to flex and point on the other side. I remember going the other way. There we go. I remember seeing her at school one day. I was in college at the time. And I motioned to her friends that everything was okay. Because I was behind her, she couldn't see me. I just went, shush. Okay. And I went up and I put my arm around her neck and I said, lady, give me all your money. You know, she threw me. She had never done a throw before in her life. She'd only watched class. She walked for as long as she could. I remember her daughter would let her mom put her hands on her shoulder, not let her, but would for the reason of helping her mother. She would help her mother by putting her mother's hands on her shoulders and helping her walk into the classroom. Literally, they would walk in tandem with the mother holding onto her shoulders. And to me, that was beautiful. Why am I sharing this with you? Because this takes passion. This takes a passion, this takes a drive that we don't always have. Let's do the toes while we talk about that. And just knowing the feeling in my body. I have health issues. I'm going to be very honest. I'm not the epitome of health here, sitting here telling you how to be perfect. I'm just someone like you who goes through this every single day. Can I get up? Can I move? Am I going to get up this morning? And having this moment with you to get out here and do this is a real big motivator for me. So fire falls under motivation. If you can think of something that will help motivate you to get here every day on the streets, throughout the day, even if it's just posting a comment for me, I'll look for those comments and I'll answer. I have the foot flat on the floor, pointing straight towards the camera as straight as I can, pulling my knee in towards my chest, straightening my spine. By the way, I don't know if you saw me switch my hands there. I don't pull heavy on my hands. I'm pulling on my arm, my wrist, above my wrist. Okay? Only because of my arthritis. Yes. Stretching. And that passion that drives you to get up every day and do something you want to do. Find that passion to heal yourself. We have a saying in the healing arts, heal thyself. Healer, heal thyself. Bell rang, that's always a good sign. Healer, heal thyself. So whatever drives you to get up in the morning, just better body, losing weight, or the ability to stand up and walk. Get up every day and do it. I know we've kind of run out of time today, and so I want to just say, we did our meditation earlier. do your mindful meditation throughout the day. Take that time to relax, breathe, listen to the sounds around you. Listen to the everything, even the cars, machinery. It's all part of that fire of life, that energy of life. The birds don't move without electricity in their brains, fire in their brains to help them fly and sing and sometimes squabble. Feel, I felt my spine align there. There we go. Aligning your spine. Feel the air around you. The sun. I feel the sun from over here, even though it's coming up this way, because it's bouncing. The reflection off the wall is warming my cheek. So feel the sun. Feel the earth beneath you. The wind, the air around you. Open your eyes and look around you. Pay attention to what you observe. Now, close your eyes again and focus on your breath again. Feel it moving in through your nose, down into your lungs, out, up the airway, through the mouth. Feel that whole process. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. And together we say, blessed be. Happy Sunday, everyone. Have a wonderful, blessed day. And I will see you on Tuesday. Blessed be. Bye for now. Getting up slowly always. All right, have a fabulous day. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.